Okay, so this is the final animation, and I'm going to show you today how I made this. Um, you can use this program yourself. It's basically just a website, so you can sign up at tweened.com if you're interested. Okay, so I have this new version of my website. Added a couple of features, and I'm hoping you guys are interested in maybe trying things out and seeing what kind of features you would like to see. I'm gonna animate this now and show you a way of basically turning one frame in multiple other frames. But before getting into that, I just want to say a couple things. Added some tools. So first of all, the drawing of lines is now much smoother than it was before. There were some things that I fixed. So now you get much smoother lines, as well as the ability to actually change them and modify them as you want, since these are all vectors. It's vector-based drawing. The other thing is that I have a fill tool now as well, so you can pick different colors and fill the closed shapes. So the other feature I would like to show is a bit similar to last time. I want to show how to tween these frames without drawing anything new. So first I'm gonna increase the duration here of these frames to 2, because it requires to have at least 2 frames. And so let's see, which one am I gonna do first? Maybe this one. So let's turn off those layers, and then I press this particular layer and turn it into a tween frame, and you'll see that the color turns to green. And what this means is that I can move things around in the last time step. So let's say this head, let me select it properly, moves around, and maybe let's make it a little bit larger, and I can maybe move this one a little bit back because it's not an affine transformation, so it's not keeping the proportions exactly the same. So I want to create something where the face kind of turns around, and that means some things grow larger than others. So then like so, and this goes like here, and then this eye, let's see if I can get it right, moves like so. So this doesn't look very interesting yet, but let me change around the lines a little bit, because there's also local deformation here, like so. And if I increase the duration of this frame, you can see that it automatically interpolates between them. So let me go around and do this more properly for all of the body parts, and then I'll get back to some small details that I think make it shine a lot better. So let's do it for this one too. Okay. I can also maybe rotate this a little bit. So I have this marker here which indicates my rotation spot. So I'm gonna rotate it here a little bit. Oh, I should press this orange one actually, and then move it around so it handles rotations as well. Okay. Okay. So now I can increase the frames here, the duration. So I use the arrow keys on my keyboard, for example, and I do this for the same layers, and then you can see if I play it that automatically interpolates. So this motion is not very interesting because it's basically just, you know, increasing size, but you can see that it's not all increasing size at the same, uh, I guess, in the same distance, in the same exact speed. Um, and what's more is that I can change around each individual part as well. So, for example, this piece of hair, I can move around and make it a little bit longer, for example. Um, since this is a little bit turning around, maybe I should actually make it smaller. So I can move this like so, and this like so, and then move the support points. And you can see that initially it was bigger and now it's smaller. And I can do this the same with this one. Maybe move this around like so. So you can change the hair accordingly. And maybe turn it around like so. And yeah. So I'll work around on the smaller details here for a bit, and then I'll come back to explain what I did. So let's see, like so. And the eyes, of course, can move around. So I can make it look like she's looking at you. Maybe turn it around a bit. And then maybe in the initial frame, it was looking a bit more forward. Oh, I can Control Z that, rotate it like so. So now she's taking a look this way, and maybe in terms of expression, she's a bit more cautious. So it starts off with her eyebrow a bit up, and then it goes a little bit down. Same here. And the nose, since it's turning around a little bit, you can have, let's say, this part a little bit that way. And once it's closer to this point, it squishes. Same with his nose. It's pointier, and then towards the end it's less pointy. Okay. So this is basically like a camera zoom in, but it's slightly distorted. So maybe I can distort also the cloak a bit more. But the point is that I don't have to draw everything over and over again. I don't have to recolor everything. I can just move things around a bit, which I think is quite useful. And obviously, I'm not saying you should not do things frame by frame. I think you still need to do things frame by frame. But this makes animating in between the frame by frames a little bit easier. So if there's like very small motions, I think this could be quite useful. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to do was maybe ease this in. So I have some tween frame settings where I can ease both and do this for all of them so they are aligned. Tween frame settings, ease both. And maybe the last one I just do by is out, so you can see the difference. So you see the head is moving a little bit slower than the other one because this is easing out. So in the beginning, the cloak has a lot of movement, but towards the end it has little movement. Whereas for the face, in the beginning it has little movement, in the middle it has a lot of movement, and in the end it has little movement. So then let's increase this a bit more. So you can have like 20 frames, for example. Let's see if it works. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. It doesn't really make sense with the easing, I think. So maybe we can actually play around with that and keep the same number of frames. So in the beginning now, the cloak moves very fast, and then all of a sudden the rest does not. So if I go to tween frame settings, maybe I ease in less. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. This is the hair. I need to ease it less into the cloak. I think even less. Tween frame settings, easing amount 10, maybe. Yes, I think that's better. So it still moves at different speeds. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think keeping them aligned is better. So easing both in. Also for the cloak. Because it makes more sense for the camera movement. All right, so this is the final little animation. Let me maybe highlight a different thing, which is I can copy these frames and reverse them. Reverse tween frame, and do this for all of the individual layers. Reverse tween frame, reverse tween frame. So now it loops around. And then I can showcase maybe baking in these frames. So I can bake the tween frame, which turns them into individual frames. So bake tween frame, do this for all of them, bake tween frame, bake tween frame. So the thing I can do then is play around with the, I see I have to recolor them. I'll have to fix that a little bit later. But you can see at least what I will try to do here, which is just increasing the duration of the frame so it's copied, gives it more of a frame by frame look. Yeah, so this is what that looks like. Okay, so if you find this useful, please like and subscribe. I know this sucks to say, but it does really help me get the word out for this program. And if you would like to see more features and stuff like that, that really helps me. Yeah, so let me know if you have any thoughts. And yeah, have a good day.